Yelagiri porom. Enga porom idi? We are on our way to Yelagiri. We wanted to explore the Jawadhu Hills, so we are going there for 3 days. We reached Vanyambadi. Chennai to Bangalore highway is like one of the worst highway I've ever seen. Bridge work nadakudhu, so because of that entire 200 stretch, you have to keep taking diversion at every 3-4 kilometers. Yelagiri is another 16 kilometers. It's going to take half an hour. Yelagiri Mala climb pandradhukku it's not a very difficult climb. It takes 10 to 15 minutes to climb Yelagiri mountain. But on top the temperature is little cool. So it's a good weekend getaway. The climb to the Yelagiri Mount is super scenic, but there is not much of a place to stop your car. So once you start, you will have to climb the hill fully, and you can stop your car only on the top. I drove the car from Chennai till Yelagiri, but Meena and Nidhi got tired, so they slept very early yesterday. They slept by 8:30, and I had to sleep only by 10 o'clock in the night. Today is Saturday and the entire town is very quiet. You don't have a lot of guests here, but by 10-11 o'clock you can see people coming from Bangalore and Chennai, and soon this place will be crowded. Coming to Yelagiri on a weekday I think is a very good idea, because you will have the entire town for yourself. Meena is ready. Yeah, let me catch it. There are plenty of things to do in Yelagiri or on the Jawadhu Hills. Today is Saturday and we are in Yelagiri. So we have planned 2 things, that is Bernie's Chocolate Factory. It's a wonderful place for taking kids. And the Fundera Park, which is a bird sanctuary, which is again very nice place for kids. Fundera Park is a must visit if you come to Yelagiri. Earlier they used to have only birds, but now they have a lot of animals, and even animals which you don't get to see below, like camels. They have small cows. Along with that they have plenty of activity. It's clean, animals are taken very well care of. Come early and make sure you plan at least 3 to 4 hours if at all you're planning to visit Fundera. 2 weeks back we went to Nilavur Zoo, and you can see that animals were like in a very bad shape. And the பெரிய lizard இருக்கும்ல, அது என்ன சொல்வாங்க பாருங்க, iguana. அதோட skin வந்து it was all peeled off. என்ன சொல்றீங்க? நம்ம சென்னைக்கு போனோம்ல ஜூக்கு, அத பத்தி பேசிட்டு இருக்கேன் டாடி. So it was like very bad shape. Even the lions were, அவங்க belly வந்து it was hanging, ரொம்ப லீனா இருந்தாங்க. சரி அப்புறமா பேசலாம். We are going to Nilavur viewpoint. Nilavur வந்து ஒரு சின்ன ஊர். If at all you come to Yelagiri, Fundera Park லந்து ஒரு 1.5 kilometers. இந்த viewpoint வந்து forest department குள்ளது. So you have to pay 50 rupees per head. So me and Meena 100 rupees. Nidhi, she is tired after doing all the trekking. If at all you come here, you can come and you can see the entire mountain range, which is really beautiful. ரொம்ப கஷ்டம் trekking இல்ல. It takes maybe 20-25 minutes. You can bring your car and then start walking. Chakkapalam. Jackfruit is very popular in Yelagiri. Last time வரும்போது நிறைய இருந்துச்சு. ஆனால் என்னென்னா யாரோ வெட்டிட்டு கொடுக்க மாட்டேங்கிறாங்க, எல்லாம் பழம் தான் வாங்கணும். ஒரு கிலோ 25 rupees. பார்கெயின் பண்ணோன்னா இன்னும் யூ கேன் கெட் அ பெட்டர் ஜாக்ஃப்ரூட். ஆனால் கிலோ 25 rupees இல்லைப்பா, இந்த ஃபுல்லாக வாங்கினேன். நீங்கள் கட் பண்ணிவிட்டு வாங்கினீங்கன்னா 1/4 கிலோ வந்து 30 rupees. ஸோ அது வந்து எந்த கடையிலையோ விற்கல, ஒரு கடையில் ஒரு அக்கா மட்டும் விற்றுட்டு இருந்தாங்க. ஸோ வி ஹவ் காட் ஜாக் ஃப்ரூட், வெரி ஸ்வீட். Today is Saturday and Yelagiri is not as crowded as Ooty or any other destination. Crowded, there are people coming in, but maybe 200, 250 people. Ninga road la ponalum for 1 kilometer no car you can see. So even during weekend, if at all you are planning to come to Yelagiri and you want a little bit of privacy, I think this is a very proper place. But temperature is not very cold here like other hill station. It's still hot. We are using AC inside our car. The temperature shows in my car is 28 degrees Celsius, which is cool, but it's not cool like other hill stations. Uncle Barney's chocolate factory is another interesting place in Yelagiri. The place is super relaxed, activity based place, and if at all you have a kid between the age of 3 to 12, this place will keep them occupied at least for 3 to 4 hours. There is a chocolate making place for the kids where children can make chocolates for themselves in different shape. Do visit this place if you have children. Second day, we are going to Swamimalai. It's a mountain which is very well known for trekking. This is going to be our first trek with Nidhi, and it's about 3 hours of trekking to go and to come back. Right now we are going to the ticket counter, which is 350 rupees. Buy ticket and then climb, and then we will start from Yelagiri. This will be also our last activity in Yelagiri. Total of 4 kilometers. Now for that 2 kilometers trek from the ticket counter to the mountain, they are charging 350 rupees. 350 rupees for that 2 kilometers trek. And that is why we see lot of guys returning back, because they feel it's not worth it. Even we saw some local people crossing, and they were like 350 rupees for that small trek. Adu worth illa ji, vanda. I know it's not worth it, 700 rupees for me and Meena. Nidhi, I think it's going to be free. But I think because this is our first trek and this is not a very difficult trek, so we thought, okay, let's take this. But at least this is setting up a foundation before you start taking Nidhi on a longer trek. Cost of ticket is 350 rupees, so for 2 people is 700 rupees. Considering the trek, it's very expensive, but the trek is very, and if at all you are coming with a kid, say 4 years old or anything above, I think you should definitely do it. We must have completed 2/3 of the trek. The last leg is very hard, obviously because it's mountain climb, and there are a lot of people here. Today being Sunday, a lot of people here. Another thing is when you come here, the forest officer will give you a lot of rules. You're not supposed to bring in plastic, and even if you bring, you have to return it back. What else? You have to carry water, bring food. There are local people who are selling jackfruit, pineapple, mangoes and all. But you really need Italy, to climb such mountains. It took us 2.5 hours to climb Swamimalai.
On the way, Daddy.
On the way, there are people.
Daddy, strawberry Daddy, strawberry Daddy.
சரி இரு வாங்கி தரேன் கீழே போயிட்டு வாங்கி தரேன் சரியா மேங்கோ சாப்பிடுறியா
Strawberry Daddy.
இந்தாடி சாப்பிடு was crying, so I stopped in the side of the road. Immediately when auntie came, she offered her some sweet water and welcomed us inside our house. Meena is having a conversation for last 20 minutes with her. This is the beauty of Tamil Nadu. Stopping in some village and they welcome you inside your house without any question. Yelagiri and Alangayam are on the same Jawadhu Hills. But because of the landscape, there is no road connecting Yelagiri directly to Alangayam. So you have to get down. To a place named, I'm forgetting that name, but has amazing biryani there. And then you have to climb back to Alangayam. One of my favorite places in Tamil Nadu, small village is Alangayam, because me and Meena before Nidhi, we came here in motorcycle from Chennai to Alangayam. We stayed in a hotel for 300 rupees per night, 350 rupees per night. It was a small hotel, not very clean, but that was our earning those days, and that was the hotel we could afford. And we stayed in that hotel. We visited small places around Alangayam, talking to people, visiting some communities, and it was one of the best experiences we ever had. We have been to bigger places, bigger hotels, but that Alangayam trip is one of the smallest trip that we had, and we talk about that way often. Okay, my daughter is calling me. We are in a place known as Jawadhu, which is very close to Alangayam. So from Yelagiri, you have to get down and then come to Alangayam, which is 20 kilometers, and then from Alangayam another 5-6 kilometers is Jawadhu. Jawadhu is the place where you have Vainu Bapu Observatory Center. We are staying in a farmhouse, which is known as Jawadhu Farmhouse. Jawadhu farmhouse is located 2 kilometers from the main Alangayam road. It's a huge property inside the Jawadhu Hills. Today we have plans to see two things. One is the Beema Falls. It's not a very big falls in Jawadhu Hills. Number two, Jawadhu Hills is very popular for millet farming and honey cultivation. We reached Beema Falls. Ticket for one person is 20 rupees. Parking on the 50 rupees. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Beema Falls in all its glory. Jamunamarathur. It's a town which is on the other side of Alangayam on the Jawadhu Hills, and it's a very small town. We had food inside the bus stand in a small restaurant, and for a biryani, a meals and a chicken 65, it costed us only 200 rupees. Yesterday we went to a pizza shop where we spent around 1000 rupees and she didn't even had a bite. And then we are in some local shop where we buy meals for 60 rupees or 70 rupees, and then she eats like she has never eaten before. Head down.